You won in overtime. How's that?
Goodness.
Thank God.
Yeah, that was a long game, especially since we thought we had the game in the bag in regulation. We just had to lock in, and I think we locked in and made some big plays, and we got the dub. So, like you said, thank God. So.
With that win, is there like a sigh of relief, kind of feeling things are sort of back on track a little bit after those two losses?
Yeah, big ACC win. I mean, we're battling for 2 in the conference or drop to 7 in conference. But I mean, we got to get it done on Sunday, so just move on to the next.
For sure. We knew we came in here with the mentality that we were not losing 3 games in a row. It was just unacceptable. So came in here and we got it done.
What did you guys learn from those two losses, last 2 games, kind of, correct some things going into today?
We learned that it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good, especially the in-town rivals. It just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But we just learned that we have to lock in on personnel, and I think we did a great job on number 2 tonight, Fair, because she's tough. As you can see, she was going off in the first half, and we were a little nervous, but we think Zoe did a great job on her tonight. So we got to keep that going and keep locking in on personnel.
Personally, I thought the biggest difference today is we had so much energy compared to our last 2 games. And when we bring energy on the defensive end, it really turns into offense and it carries us.
Absolutely.
Do you feel like you were more intentional on defense than maybe y'all been in previous games?
100%.
Yeah, definitely more intentional than the past 2 games, but like nothing tops Notre Dame. Like our defense was on
Crazy.
On point. If we bring that energy from Notre Dame to every game, like there's nobody that can stop us. So we gotta lock in on that.
Can you just kind of speak to the emotional roller coaster of this season? You had obviously some really big wins early in the season. You started off hot, but then it's kind of been maybe an up and down coaster here in the ACC. Just kind of shows just how difficult conference play is.
Yeah, I think starting off the season like we did, beat UConn, beat Colorado, both ranked in the top 5. I mean, it's a target on our back. And we came in the underdog in the beginning of the season, and we became that team that everybody wants to beat, and everybody's going to bring their best every night.
Absolutely. Like she said, we were the underdogs, and we had this chip on our shoulder coming in. We felt like we should have been ranked. And then, like, the first couple of games of the season, we ended up being ranked in, like, top 3. Like, it's crazy. It's the craziest feeling. And we had some setbacks, like moving down all the way to 12. But we're just on the up and coming this game. And then we got Wake on Sunday, and then the tournament. So it should be exciting.
Is it harder to when you feel like you should have been ranked, and then suddenly you're like, oh, by the way, we're gonna go ahead and beat these top ranked teams, and now everyone's coming for us. Is it harder for you to be thrown in like that, or kind of eased into it?
We actually talked about this, and we enjoyed not being ranked. Like, it was like we have so much to prove, and nobody expects anything of us. So
Absolutely.
we just came out, hooped, had fun with each other, and proved ourselves to everybody because nobody expected anything.
Happy don't have fun. When we have fun, that's when we're the strongest team. When we play together, that's when we're the strongest team. I wouldn't say that it's harder or easier, but I would say it's a big mentality shift, from being an underdog to being ranked. And then it's just like, okay, wait, now we're not playing to be ranked, we're playing to stay ranked. It's just a big switch. So I think now that we got this win under our belts, we could take a little breath, but just tonight and then get ready for Wake. So.
Obviously a big win and then a big kind of a dramatic finish. How important is it to have the home court advantage in this one?
The fans,
Wow.
y'all carry us.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Because it's sometimes like I just be out there dead, and I just look at the crowd and they're just like, come on. And it's just like, okay, I got to do it for them, like even though like sometimes I'm dying, I just have to suck it up because they come for us every night. Win, lose, or draw, they're going to be there to support us. And last year it seemed like we might have lost some fans towards the end just because we weren't getting the wins. And this year it's just like we're winning, so they're here. And then it's like we lose 2 big games and it's like we still sell out. So it just means a lot to us that our fans are with us, win, lose, or draw. So.
Was there any like this that never got into a double-digit margin prepare y'all for March?
I'm sorry?
Neither team tonight had a margin above 8, had a lead above 8. Does a game like this get y'all ready for March?
I feel like yes, because like I feel like in March Madness the games are always going to be close. Like I don't think there should be any blowouts, but yeah, these are going to be close games. They're going to go into overtime. Refs are going to make questionable calls, but you just got to keep playing. So.
You mentioned the defensive performance from Zoe, obviously a freshman, watching her this year, just kind of learn on the fly and come out here and have a big game against Fair. Just what can you say about the growth of her?
Man, I love that girl to death. I was really excited about Zoe coming in this year just because I was excited to play wing and have someone else step in at point guard. Point guard is a hard role. It's a lot. You have to get your teammates involved. You got to look out for you. You have to control the floor. It's a lot. And just seeing her tap into that role and also be so good tonight on the defensive end, it just shows that she's growing. You know, in high school, you're scoring all the points, you're getting the defensive stops, but like these girls in college like are a different breed. Fair is a different breed. Like she's amazing, and like even I wasn't stopping her, and I'm a junior about to be a senior. So big shout out to Zoe for shutting her down. She did her best, and I know she's sore right now. It'll feel good to her later.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, we knew coming in Zoe had the toughness, the scoring, but I mean, coming in, I mean, her defense wasn't really her strong suit, and she's really flipped the page there. And I mean, she proved that tonight. Fair is one of the top scorers in the NCAA. So to see a freshman step up, bring that energy, and shut her down, it was really big tonight.
So now you mentioned kind of you're a little bit of trouble guarding the Asia Fair. What makes her a handful?
I don't know, like, it's crazy. I've been saying this, like, it's so tough for me to guard, like, people short than me because they're so quick and I'm so long. And it's just like, I try to use my length, but I just always feel like I'm a step slower. So I don't know if it's because Zoe's shorter than me and just is a step quicker, but whatever it is, she can have it. And I'll guard somebody else that's a little taller. But she's just a great player. And she has to learn how to play against people my height because she knows that she has an advantage. And I have an advantage, but it wasn't really working tonight. But like we said, Zoe stepped up. So, yeah.
Do you think Zoe's defensive performance kind of helped spark the team when the shooting wasn't going well? You know, in times she was kind of able to help pick the team up like that.
Yeah. Like River said, energy is a big part of our team. Like when we're bringing energy, it doesn't matter if shots are falling. If we're getting defensive stops, that's what translates to offense. You know, it doesn't matter if we're getting the big threes, but in transition, that's more exciting to me, a transition bucket off a defensive stop. So seeing her get those stops and getting the crowd involved and getting us, you know, up when we were a little down, because they were hitting some big shots. And you know, when you see an opponent hit a shot, it's kind of like, oh, we did all that hard work for nothing, but then we can go on the other end and turn it into something. It feels really good.
I think a big energy shift came, I think it was in overtime when she got that steal, trying to deny Fair the ball.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the energy just went up from there. So that was big time.
I'll take one more if anyone has anything else. Yeah, Saniya, for you had the ball late in the game in the fourth quarter and overtime. What does it mean to have that trust from your teammates and your coach to have the ball late in the game?
I'll say one thing, you have to keep the towel ready. Because like my hands get so sweaty when I know that I have to take care of it. But it makes me feel so good that the coach is telling me, okay, now I get the ball in your hands. My teammates are, putting that trust in me. It feels good. They're big shoes to fill. But I mean, it just gives me confidence and it just motivates me to, keep that ball tight. And not getting that ball.